Oh.
Oh, you're recording. Sorry. I didn't know you were recording already.
Way to go.
So I have to don't have headphones.
There's no indicator if you do have headphones. Get fucked.
Fuck? When does it just
His common denominator, everything. The global warming's bad. Yeah, see what happens when you don't have fucking headphones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any slight inconvenience, that's why he doesn't pay attention.
You know why the reason he hasn't touched a woman or felt the touch of a woman in almost a decade?
Why?
Because he doesn't have fucking headphones on today. And
Knew it.
according to the multiverse theory, it back traveled. And now that's why women won't touch his penis. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Metro Machines podcast. Let's do this thing.
Let's get Fred.
Welcome to the Metro Machines podcast.
Here we go.
We're not sponsored. Labels ain't.
He's not going to do that the entire.
No, he's definitely not. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Metro Machine podcast. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you as always. Thank you for listening last episode. Welcome back to our living room. Wanda's at his desk.
I'm cold.
Eric's on the couch.
He's cold.
The temperature's the same.
You know
it's
why
been
he's
for
cold?
5 months.
Because
Why?
his headphones
All
are
right,
on.
because he doesn't have headphones keeping his little earsies warm. Hi, I'm Foz, and like I said, that's Eric. That's Wanda. Hi.
Yo.
We are the Metro Machines podcast.
Last time I wore this hoodie, Eric made a comment about my dead grandmother.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Because you forgot.
That was a good one.
Forgot about the dead grandmother.
You want to know that joke? Listen to previous podcasts.
That first Thanksgiving when grandmother's gone. Well, it's coming up, Eric. Last year.
Well, to lighten up the mood, we'd like to thank today's
First Easter.
sponsor.
Rip.
And we're back. Hey, at least we didn't waste 40 minutes like we did last week, because I totally forgot.
What do we waste 40 minutes on?
We forgot to do the ad.
Oh, nice.
So 41 minutes in. I remember the
I
timestamp.
bet Quinn was happy because he hates it, so.
Well, Quinn's a big boy and he
Sponsored
can
by
get over
Carmex.
it.
Or whoever is in the pool now, because Spotify for podcasters no longer anchor.com. All right. We got
Yeehaw.
What?
I said, yeehaw.
Yee? All right, we got a couple things on the docket today, boys.
Oh, good. We have things.
We do have things. We are going to start out how we've been starting lately to get the juices a-flowing, and that is...
The good old...
God.
You've been done did duping
You tried.
Put
a label on all the sound bites.
Fuck
God
you.
damn it.
Wow, you
Fuck
hit the
you.
button with a dominance, too.
I
Like,
know.
you
I thought it was
so-
slower.
But he'd been done did duping it.
You've been done did duping it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Question of the Day.
There it is.
All right. Here's the question of the day, and then I have a bunch of other prompt questions because fuck you. All right. This is a two-parter.
All right.
If you, and play along at home,
Moaning
or don't,
toilets.
I'm not your daddy.
Owning toilets.
If what?
Moaning toilets.
Oh, orgasming toilets? That's a good You wouldn't want to do this. If you could have the power to teleport right now, where would you go and why? We'll be back after Eric's done dying.
Well, we're back.
And we're back.
You really want me to just say it, don't you?
What are you going to... Oh, you're going to... Oh.
Where are you going, Eric?
To Poland.
Why, Eric?
Because my bestest friend is there.
You ever feel like a third and fourth wheel in this relationship? Feel it.
10th by now.
10th by now.
He's the spare tire on the back of the trailer. Just there just in case.
I mean, honestly, if I could teleport anywhere, though, it would probably be Hawaii.
Oh.
It would probably be Hawaii
Why?
because, one, I can knock that off the list of states.
Without even take $1,000 flight.
Yeah.
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 What was
And
the two-parter? Or did you not get
It's
that
just and why.
And why?
And why.
Oh.
And I feel like I could get to Alaska a lot cheaper.
There are
So-
direct flights from Honolulu to like 3 places up there.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I figured Hawaii was going to be the hardest state to do. And
That's
in
why
my list of goals, the 50 states is up there. So Hawaii would be my choice.
Nice. Wanda fucking pensive in thought.
Triple H came out.
Ooh.
Triple H.
Oh, cool. Where would you go and why?
How about you focus on the question?
Hollywood.
You're a fucking
for
idiot. You wouldn't go
fuck's
to
sake.
Hollywood. Where would you go?
I think for me it would be more somewhere in Europe.
Poland?
It's better than saying he doesn't want to go to Puerto Rico.
I don't get enough love from him to go to Poland.
Ooh.
I think I have a really big I don't want to say turn on. That's weird.
Urge to go to?
No, I have a like for old history type stuff.
Oh.
So I
You're
wanna see,
horny for history. I got it.
Oh
I get
my
it.
God, horny for history.
So I would like to go see like the old churches and the old buildings and stuff like that. So wherever that would be, that would kind of generally where I would say. So maybe England or
I was gonna say there's a lot.
Italy.
There's a lot of places.
maybe Italy. I think Italy would probably be the big one because that
Italy
was got
would-
a lot of the that's where all of the fucking
It was like
Renaissance
the
took
church.
place.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
no.
probably Italy, I think.
Italy's good. I do at some point in my life want to go to Bruges.
Just to say you've been to Bruges.
Just to say I've been in Bruges.
That red light district.
God damn
That
it.
would
Amsterdam.
be in Amsterdam, Holland, the Netherlands.
Netherlands. You can go homeward bound.
Are you Dutch?
I don't think he is actually.
That's German.
Yeah, he is. Okay.
He's a product of World War
It was
II.
a shot, and it's a.
The only reason why
He had a good shot.
whether my parents agree or not, but I'm pretty sure there's got to be German in it because I'm not tall enough to be Dutch. So, or I mean, tall to be full Dutch, I should say.
Oh.
That is true.
So, German. Have fun editing that.
Well, he said
You're a cunt.
German.
German as fuck. Yeah.
Once he says German, you know to just watch.
Yeah, well, yeah, no shit. It's not like we have Hebrew actively
On our bodies.
Yeah.
He doesn't because he's
Uh,
a bitch.
Just hasn't been on a trip in a while. If I could teleport anywhere right now, woof. I don't know. I'd go back to Europe.
Yeah.
I really want some.
Specifically or anywhere specifically or.
Not really. I just don't want to be here.
I mean, that's fair. No one wants to be here.
I want to go somewhere where I can get an authentic, a really nice crepe and walk around and see some shit and not have to care about where I'm walking around. Like here in Orange City, you can only just mosey around 5-6 blocks before people start questioning what the fuck your motive is.
Oh yeah, well, especially you since you look homeless. So
Yeah, I look homeless and that I'm going to steal their children.
yes,
I'm basically Krampus
big old-
before he
yeah.
turned into a goblin.
big old goblin.
Yeah, big old goblin. But yeah, no, in Rome, there's different breakdowns of different parts of the age of humanity. So you can just get a crate. Let's go check out some fountains.
Right.
Let's go check out the Spanish Steps. Let's go watch young people get high sitting by a fucking religious monument. It's hilarious.
Want to get high?
And they do. And it's great. And then you get to
And
watch
they
all the
do.
people trying to get pickpocketed.
Right.
And then you just got to be a big, scary American, which is fun.
That is
Because,
true.
boy, I scream Toby Keith music when I walk anywhere in Europe.
if they even know who Toby Keith is.
I bet they know.
Every time he walks into a room in Europe, God bless the red, white, and blue.
American girl. American guy.
I love this bar.
No.
That's a Toby Keith song, but
That's
not the right song.
That's bad sensory. Like maple syrup on the back of my hand. Bad sensory. All right, real quick, Metro Machines business recap. We did have a wedding this weekend. Wanda, actually, I got him out of the Virgin Cave to come say hi to the bride at the bride's request.
Yeah.
She brought it up during the consultation
I
that,
knew the bride. She was in my class.
Oh, okay.
yeah, I was like, is Austin going to be there? And I'm like, I don't know. So I had him come out and say hi right before the intros.
He messaged me at a good time because it was 5:45, so I had an hour until WrestleMania. So
Mania Part 1.
Yeah.
To be clear, because Mania Part 2 is coming up here in a second.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
But yeah, turns out I didn't realize this. Well, first of all, thank you for having us. If you're listening, it was a great time. We got to rock a lot of oldies. It was not a lot of slut music. I had a
Ooh,
blast.
there you go.
Had the old people out there singing Little Willie. Fucking her dad was having a great time. So
Nice.
refreshing. Anyway, turns out we did the twin sisters' wedding 3 years ago, but I had to message Keith to remind me that we did it. because like she messaged me because she did this really cool like Earl's Gotta Die or Goodbye Earl. She did her speech to that.
Nice.
Like the karaoke version. Crushed it, by the way. But she messaged me, and then when I was looking at the messages, I was like, why the fuck do I have so many messages? Oh shit, she was a bride 3 years ago. And she paid like 40% less for her wedding 3 years ago. Yeah. But it's like
Inflation.
yeah, right. Well, no, we were underpriced 3 years ago, and we're underpriced now. But anyway, I text Keith like, Keith, what the fuck? Turns out we both did it 3 years ago in 2020 before the whole world shut down.
Yeah.
And then when I saw her in person, I'm like, I remember you. I remember you.
I remember.
They're a good time. All right. Well, that was a cool wedding. Back on wedding season. I'm excited for this upcoming wedding because this couple's been at like, I'm not exaggerating, 7 weddings in the last year and a half.
Holy crap.
Since they booked me. They've been at, because I did literally all of their friends' weddings in like an 8 to 9 month span. So literally 7 of them. And she wanted me specifically. And like, it's going to be a fucking party. Like I already know front to back. It's going to be 3 hours of, we're going to do fucking.
Maybe that's what you just fucking said. I don't
What?
know. Let me recap this here. Have you ever done it where you've at a wedding and you're obviously the bride and groom, you're doing their wedding, but you've also have done all of the bridesmaids or all of the groom's wedding?
I've gotten pretty close to collecting almost all of the bridal party.
In a bridal party before.
I'm getting pretty close.
More than 2 or 3. But
I've gotten the rare collections. I've done siblings a couple times. Thanks to the Unrouse, I've done mother and son.
Yeah.
I surprisingly, it's close. I don't have any repeat customers, although they've asked, and I was just busy.
define repeat customer.
First marriage, second marriage.
You have done one. It was the one where me and Keith had to do an emergency once. And then like a year later they got divorced. And then I think you married them again.
I didn't marry them again. I know who you're talking about because I fucked up. They're not.
Yeah, because you had it planned for the next year, but it was that day.
Yeah.
So you were panic calling me.
You fuck, dude. That plagued me so hard last year because people were talking like they put in their request. I know, and they look at their request date. I don't question them like, hey, I'm assuming you put the correct date you wanted in your request, and I don't like if I have it, I say yes. If I don't, I say no. Well, it happened when they booked me like 18 months ago that they were booking for next year, as in 2022 and not 2023. So like a couple times last year when I reached out, like when I was sharing up the schedule, they had the wrong year. And I had to drop
the wrong year?
They put the wrong year in their request. And I'm like, I have something that day this year and I cannot help you.
That's not the one me and Keith did.
No. But like it happened so much last year. First, and I don't know what reason. Like, it's not me. Like, before I've done it where I've double booked and overbooked. That's
right. It happens.
The name of the game sometimes. But last year, I think it was 2 or 3 times where they were just like, oh, no, we wanted you for this date. And I'm just like, I can only work with the information you give me, dudes.
Right.
If you fuck up the information, that's on you.
Yeah. Whatever.
Push it back a year.
Yeah. Dude, I had 3 couples in 2023 move their wedding date so I could be their DJ. It's something. It's a lot of pressure. Yeah, if I fall flat on my face or the crowd's just shit, something I can't control, I look like shit. What do you do?
Right.
Whatever. All right. So, weddings. Awesome. We're thoroughly in wedding season. We don't have any back-to-backs. Everyone here, studio, audience, I will be a cranky bitch in 3 weeks because I have a Friday wedding in Orange City, and then I have a prom in Missouri the next day.
Oof.
Wait for it. There's more to this. Friday wedding, Saturday prom, Sunday brunch with the future in-laws in Des Moines.
So is Sammy going to meet you?
I think I'm going to drive her down Saturday morning.
Oh, okay. And then
drop her off. And then I'm going to stay in Lamoni so I can get some actual rest. And then I'm going to
just book it
beat up in Des Moines at noon. Because cool thing about the new van, there's room.
Yes, there is.
Pretty fucking great.
So I guess to get to Des Moines, do you got to shoot up I-29 and then over? Or?
This one because my last Missouri prom was western half, so it actually was easier to go 2980 down through Creston and backwoods.
Oh, okay.
This one is actually faster to go 2035 all the way down.
Oh, okay. So you can just shoot
Literally.
shoot back up 35. Okay, that's not
35 is
bad.
what goes north and south in Des Moines. Correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
what I was gonna say. I feel like that's the one you would take.
Well, thing is,
Minneapolis to Kansas City.
Kansas City. I had a memory
That's
2 days
so
ago.
Fucking weird.
Oh, hits Des Moines, curves.
Just a big old fucking curve to Kansas City.
Like I had a memory come up 2 days ago when I went up to the Upper Peninsula and almost died
Yep.
in Wisconsin, and then went to Kent, Michigan.
Yep.
And I was reading this day. I was like, "Well, I made it to Kenton. Now I have exactly 3 hours before a movie starts, all the way down in fucking Des Moines." So I battled a blizzard 3 hours to go an hour through a national forest, and then I turned around and drove right down the ass end of it 3.5 hours straight to go watch a movie.
Which
2 states away.
movie?
Imitation Game. I watched it with Mark and Shannon.
Which one is that?
It's the one where Alan
when
Turing.
They were
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
okay. I was gonna
Yeah.
say. I
Yep.
was like, wait.
No, I
No, when they
gotcha.
were together. Yeah, I had no intention of driving to Michigan, then driving all the way to Ames. I have no idea why I drove fucking 3.5 hours out of my way.
I have no idea.
I'm a fucking moron. Anyway,
Anywho.
next up, before we get into WrestleMania, I want to hear some stories from you boys. So I'm not talking this whole fucking time.
Oh, boy. Here we
What
go.
is your best Scar story?
So it goes like this. So
Where is the scar?
there was this lion and he had a baby, and then Scar was like and he killed him.
Eric, which classic literature was ripped off for Lion King?
What is it? Hamilton?
Hamlet.
Hamlet.
Close. Hamilton's about the
Yeah.
Yeah.
Revolution.
Yep.
Yep.
That was clever.
Wait, they
Hamlet.
they stole Lion King. They stole
It's from Shakespeare.
Yeah. It's
I actually just bought that movie the other day. The Hamlet.
That's the Dick
96
Vic smooth brain energy moment of the day.
Fuck you. That was just me realizing.
He just someone unplugged.
But yeah,
and
no,
replugged.
yeah,
they
it's
stole it.
based off Hamlet.
96 version. That was like
What, Lion King?
no Hamlet. The 96 90s movie. It might have been 80s actually.
Where they made a Hamlet movie?
Yeah.
I believe it.
I could see it.
I bought it.
It's a. If you go see it in a
watched
play,
it in
it's
high
a
school. It was
long ass
fucking
fucking
great.
play.
Wow.
They actually do the movie where they actually use the words from the book. Like they don't modernize it. They
Wait. Are you thinking of Romeo and Juliet in Love?
No, Hamlet.
No, he's talking about Hamlet. They
that?
did.
Oh.
They did do one. There is.
Did you see the awful
There is
Leonardo
Leonardo
DiCaprio?
DiCaprio, Romeo and Juliet, and it is god awful.
Set in
There's
late 90s
guns.
LA.
Oh, that one is terrible.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
it's
so
so
bad.
There's
so
an
bad.
older one than that one too. That one's like 80s, 70s, and you get
It was good. Yeah, we had to watch it.
Yeah.
They had to tell us when the scene came. They're like, there is nudity.
Oh yeah, where boobs are out.
Yep.
Yeah.
She just flops over the bed. You just glanced her boob for a second.
Grazing boob.
Yeah.
But to teenagers.
Teenagers.
That's
they-
fucking.
They said if we giggled, we kick out.
Immediately
They said if we
spank
giggled,
material.
we get kicked out. So the second it happened, everyone's like,
Who's gonna giggle at the titty? Who's titty giggling?
Titty giggling.
Good old titty giggling.
That's but yeah, based off of Hamlet, and the actual play is like hours
Forever
long.
taking.
If you actually go
I'd
see
love
a
to see
play,
Hamlet in-
I would love to see it like on
Like a lot of
Broadway.
those
That'd be
people-
freaking
That's why I keep
amazing.
up with like Sioux City's Orpheum because they always got like fucking shit.
Oh, they
going on
have some
over
pretty
there.
cool stuff.
And it pisses me off. I didn't see they did it was either Harry Potter or it was Lord of the Rings where they played
Harry
the
Potter.
movie and they did the orchestra over
Yeah,
top
over
of
top the movie.
God, I want to see
That was
shit.
pretty cool, and I would have loved to do that, but
Yeah.
I didn't realize that until somebody was actually there that I knew on Snapchat, and
I didn't know
recorded
anybody
it.
did go, but I fucking need to remind myself. I try to keep tabs with Sioux City's Orpheum because for some reason I never see their events like ever.
you really don't. It's pretty
But I also
actually
fucking hate Sioux
quiet.
City,
so,
Facts.
Sioux City's a garbage town.
Answer the question.
do you like not have any scars at all?
Are we talking like personal deep scars?
We're not talking
about
emotional. We're
actual
talking
wounds.
physical.
Oh,
Physical
okay. I
scars.
was like emotional or
No, we don't have that time. First of all, I'm not a licensed person for that, and we don't have enough time to unpack all the mommy issues you got going on.
Let me just lay down on this couch and tell you about some shit.
Eric, let's start at the beginning.
Oh, fuck.
I have a couple on my legs I can't show, but I can, but it's because I'm wearing pants. But I do have from my surgery when I was a kid. I have I don't know. It might be on this arm actually. Yeah, it's on this one. Where they put the vein in me when I was a kid.
You have a fucked up vein.
I don't know why that's. Well, it was in me for like 2 days.
Oh.
So I think that's why. But no, they had a vein right here because they had to do surgery on me for my heart when I was a kid. Because technically, when I was a baby, I could have died.
Don't do it.
I'm waiting.
Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm not going to do it. You're not going to do it. We're not going to do it.
Bob almost pulled the trigger.
Holy shit, really?
No.
Okay.
He was trying to goad you into saying something. And we're going to let those inside thoughts stay inside.
I love Wanda. Wanda's my friend.
Speaking of
scars, I have the scars on a lot of them on my leg from the mosquito, from that flood.
Yeah.
Because I got fucked really bad.
God,
I wore shorts like the day after the water receded from the Alton golf course or
disc golf
course. So it was just mosquitoes everywhere, and I got fucking hit hard.
He got ate the fuck up.
It looked like I had chicken pox.
Did you get West Nile?
No.
What a missed opportunity. Sorry.
What a missed opportunity.
Sorry, I was
didn't take a shot at the.
Yeah, it was pent up from the baby thing. I had to let something out.
I beat.
But I'm glad you didn't get West Nile. I heard that shit's fucking awful. Don't get dengue fever.
If you want to get up and look at it, I'll show you after the pod if you want. But I have a huge scar behind my right ear too.
Oh, nice.
I can't put my thing away, but when I had a hole in my ear.
I have the exact same thing.
When I had a tube
right here. Yeah. No, me too.
Fell out. They had to cut open this and flop it open, fix it, shut it.
Oh, I have something.
And your favorite person did it.
Oh yeah, I know. He's been inside me too.
Yeah, he's been inside me.
I've had a few gentlemen inside me in a professional capacity, if you know what I'm saying.
Never had a gentleman inside me.
This would be a weird game. Never have ever. Has a guy been inside you in any capacity? Drink. Eric, scar, not emotional, because we don't have time for the tablet.
We don't got time for my shit.
That's the Christmas episode.
Yeah, Christmas episode, part 2.
Oh, God. No. I really only have like 2, honestly. I haven't really done a whole lot, but one is on my elbow on my left arm because I broke it, and they had to put pins in.
Oof.
Yeah. So I just have small little scars on that, and then the old finger crotch.
How did you?
On that muffler?
Where? No.
The knife.
Yeah, the knife.
The muffler was the eye.
Yeah, that was in the eye. All trips.
That's emotional.
All right before trips.
With Keith. That's the magic combo. We can't have you and Keith on the same trip.
Otherwise, I am
He's
going
to
get
the
hurt.
emergency room.
God damn.
Hey, we have an urgent care now. We don't have to go.
We don't have to go there.
Yeah.
We can just go to the urgent care, get in, get out, go.
Yeah, like we did in Sioux City's urgent care.
But yeah, when I was flipping my kukri,
which is a
Israeli fighting knife.
Yes, why'd you have it?
It's like a machete, and I had it because that was the time period where we bought a bunch of stupid shit like knives,
a lot of weapons,
spears.
Did you buy like a mace?
Yeah.
Mace,
yeah, I still have the mace.
Warhammer. Good at chipping the ice out of the freezer.
Yes, it was. Especially when we broke it and just got the handle.
Throwing knives,
tactical
throwing cars,
spear,
throwing axes.
Crossbows.
Plural. A bunch of shit. Yeah, we were just buying some dumb ass shit.
Yep. It's good times.
I still have the kukri. It's under my bed.
It's good. Self-defense.
Yep, self-defense.
Yeah.
Right there.
If you don't know what the finger crotch is, here's an anatomy lesson. It's the crotch betwixt thy thumb and thy pointer.
Yep.
Finger crotch.
Slit that because I was bored waiting to go on a trip to Colorado and waiting for everybody to get off work because I took off the whole day because I said, fuck it. And I just got bored and started flipping my, basically a machete.
Yep.
Just that's bent. And got one flip down and I was just like, all right, time for 2. Shit!
Was it stuck in you too?
No. So it like landed. It did like a 180 actually, and landed right on the old finger crotch. And as I was going down to catch it with the handle, and so as I was going down, it cut me, and I like went down and out. And so if I would have just pulled backward, it would have actually like cut into my hand pretty much down to the bone. So I got lucky. And
you fucked up in the best
so
way.
it was honestly actually just a small cut. It wasn't anything crazy, but you could look inside my hand and there's like an air pocket right here. And then muscles and tendons.
And you could see it.
It was pretty cool actually. But then I was just like, oh shit, it actually kind of hurts. Run downstairs, burst into the bathroom where Keith's taking a shower, stick my hand in there. You think this needs stitches? And next thing you know, we go to the hospital.
Yeah.
And then get stitches, get it wrapped up, and off to Colorado we went.
With his new medication and the bandages.
Fuck yeah.
Good times. Fuck
Did you
yeah.
all the rest of that trip?
Not really. Not with the medication. No.
And the
You probably-
straight tequila margarita Mark got at the fucking Rockies game.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say, you
And then
probably
we
put an
drank
infection,
I kept it covered the whole game and everything, and I kept it covered and wrapped. So
Almost got ran over by a bus playing snap ball in that open air flea market.
yes. Oh, it's off the building.
Mark, there's a bus. If you've never played snap ball, there's an imaginary ball. Every time you snap, it's like you're catching the ball. And then you can toss it to people. And you can throw it off
And
the
you
shit.
can go like off the wall.
And now
ball.
imagine 6 assholes in their early 20s,
Early 20s.
doing this in an open air mall where there's only 2 roads and they're meant for a transit bus to go to the opposite sides
Yep.
of this bitch.
Just one of those like electric buses things, like monorails.
Yeah, Mark almost got ran over
Yeah.
because we got a little
carried away.
We got a little carried away.
But that was really fun. That was actually a pretty cool place, downtown Denver. Pretty
Yeah, we
cool.
should go back.
I'm down.
Go back to Casa Bonita.
Casa Bonita.
Favorite scar. Oh man.
I was gonna say which one for you.
Yeah, no shit. Most of my injuries didn't really open me up, thankfully. I got one from a swing that had a rusty pipe on it and slit me open pretty good. That was fun. My biggest scar is I had to have my ear surgically removed. I had to take something out of it. It's called a clasteatoma pearl. It's a little piece of dirt that gets in your ear. Then they had to rip open by my skull, take out muscle, and then graft it to my eardrum on my left side.
Oh.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm actually tone deaf in a very small frequency range on my left side because they made it extra dense in a certain area, so my tympanic membrane can't do this. It just does this. So there's a whole fucking block of frequencies I literally cannot process on my left-hand side.
Huh. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And I don't need to prove that I'm deaf. So
Yeah,
Nope.
shit.
Everybody who listens to this podcast knows.
I'm gonna come.
That way's left.
my left ear.
That way's left.
Point this way. It's actually this way.
This way, but for you guys, it's probably that way.
That way.
All right. Woof. I did research this time.
There we go.
I mean, it took me 5 minutes, but I did it. All right.
Getting to-
WrestleMania recap. First of all, second place. Out of nowhere. I got fucked. But we'll review that why. This year, Metro Machine sponsored something. Co-sponsored it with Bubba Pudding TV. However, we're going to write it off for taxes. We rented a movie theater. Insert image here.
They sure did.
Which involved I went into the theater at 4:45, and I didn't leave that theater until 11 o'clock yesterday.
Jesus.
What?
It's like 10:50, 10:45, I think.
Yeah. By the time we got everything wrapped up. But me and the owner of the theater worked together, because I called him after they cock-blocked Ponda, and we got my laptop.
Oh, like when I contacted
Yeah,
them?
when they just didn't answer.
nothing.
Dicks.
Well, we set up a laptop. We got it all in. We watched WrestleMania inside of a movie theater, and honestly, it was pretty dope.
No, is it?
It would have been, like Wanda points out, it would have been nice to have the surround sound because it would have had the subs and stuff. But with the current, short window we had to get the tech to work, I feel like what we had was pretty great.
I was not mad overall. I mean, once they actually got the show going, the audio I felt it got better because like when they were first talking on that panel, that was
harsh.
It wasn't clean. It was just
and it was windy. You could tell it was. Oh, and I had it really loud. Like in all honesty, I took it all the way to as max as we could go, so I could take it back and have headroom.
Right.
But yeah, it was harsh. I had a fucking headache for the first 30 minutes. I'm like, when Keith brought the mouse, the first thing I did was I turned it on because I had my wireless mouse and I left the laptop up in the catwalk.
Oh, nice.
So I was controlling the whole bitch from the. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
Highly recommend renting a theater. It's not as expensive as you think it is.
Not really.
It's pretty cool as long as you don't charge. Loophole.
Do I think it is?
No, it's not. But anyway, great night. What is it? Share the information.
They're doing a tag team match. It's gonna be Roman and Solo Sikoa against Cody and Brock Lesnar tonight.
That's a lot of man meat. Speaking of man meat,
Big
you know
sweaty
what?
men.
You know what? Kicked off WrestleMania, Omos versus Brock Lesnar. I'm gonna give Omos all the credit in the world. That big guy, Wanda. That big guy did a great job. Omos, considering.
Yeah, I don't think I would have had Brock go over. I think Omos should have been the one that went over. I mean, don't get me wrong. They made Omos look strong in that, but personally, I don't think Omos should have lost that match. If you're trying to build him up, that was not the way to do it.
I love that we have a symmetrical giant. Not a he is what 7'6",
7'4",
7'4", but he is
7'6" actually.
he's completely proportional.
Oh, really?
So
He's not. He doesn't really have giantism at all.
no. He takes bumps. He gets up like he doesn't have to like roll to the ring and go out. He literally can just 1 foot up, get up on all fours, sort of deal. Like he's just like a dude, but big.
But big.
And he can move. He took bumps last night. He took suplexes from Lesnar. He took an F5 from Lesnar. You don't know what F5 is? Up on shoulders, spin around. 7-footer. Anyway, most of the matches were good. Edge beat Finn Balor. Don't fucking know why. That fucked me in points.
Did it
so
really?
hard. He shouldn't have won. There's nothing good comes from a guy who's retiring in 6 months.
And having the Demon come back for that.
To lose, yeah. Demon's lost
Was that
twice.
his first match back?
The Demon,
that
no.
was his first match back as the Demon
Oh,
in
okay.
over a year.
Okay.
Since Roman last year.
Roman, yeah.
Which was the dumbest fucking ending to a show. The top rope failure on the coup de grace.
Couldn't tell you.
Yeah,
So,
it was dumb.
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
I was probably actually there that time, but couldn't tell you.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, and the main event, that was a great main event. I'm pissed at how it ended because Roman should have lost to the American's cock, Cody Rhodes. But it didn't happen.
Last night I wasn't happy, but I think after some looking into it, it's like
And
this
the internet
is probably
convinced
gonna
him to be
the
okay.
last time we see something like this. So if their goal is to get him to 1,000 days, I support it. I think you need to have that one superstar on the roster that's
On the
had
roster.
that long reign. Because reality, no one's hitting Bruno Sammartino's reign.
It's impossible.
It's impossible.
That was a necessity of the age because they just had to have one guy to keep the belt alive.
So to have somebody like that, who like Nick Aldis has gone 1,000 days with the NWA Championship.
Who cares about NWA?
I'm just saying.
No, I'm saying. I'm not saying as a retort. I'm just saying who cares about NWA?
I'm against the 3
Wrestling.
years. I support the 1,000 days.
Oh.
So I say he loses the belt after Money in the Bank. Then
Wrestlers.
Big sweaty men. Vince McMahon.
Although,
Love
Eric, if you get a chance, and if those at home doing research, I do recommend looking up the clip of Rhea Ripley pinning Charlotte Flair. I really think you're going to enjoy it.
I'm sure I would love it.
everybody took it.
2 other people stole her roll-up.
Gunther did it to Drew McIntyre.
Yeah. Gunther did Rhea's. If you don't know what it is, it's basically imagine rolling someone up when they're on their back, knees to shoulder,
Here,
and then
let me show you.
your genitals are lining up. It's meant to be for Rhea Ripley because she's
It's
a Dom
basically a
character.
sex position.
It is a sex position. But Gunther did it to Sheamus. By the way, Sheamus was bleeding when he left that ring last
Really?
night. It was Gunther, Sheamus, Drew
Talking about his
McIntyre.
chest?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was
he
gonna
was
say,
bleeding.
I didn't see
No,
it.
he was bleeding. We had a bet going under over for Gunther doing chops. We limited it at 15. We lost
15 and a half. Over or under.
Yeah,
whatever it
15
was.
and a half.
We all said under.
We all said under. We lost track after 16.
It was like over 20.
Jesus.
Sheamus alone, he puts them in the ropes and slaps their chest. Did 29 of them to Drew McIntyre in a row.
Oh my
That really wasn't a slap,
God.
though. Those were just chest pounds.
But no, like that was Gunther only for the under over. But
But Sheamus's big old thing.
Yeah, over the rope 29 times. The crowd wasn't able to keep up with how fast he was doing it. Those
I
boys
kept up till about 25, and then they lost it.
Yeah.
So
and then Drew just slump off of the rope onto the ground.
Sounds about right.
That was the match of the night. There's no question about it. They fucking stole WrestleMania. That was some man meat slapping. Some big, sweaty man meat.
Vince loved that match.
Hell yeah. Speaking of Vince, that was WrestleMania. It was a good time. I highly recommend getting a theater. I would not get the large popcorn again, but I would definitely get the large soda.
What? Why?
You get free refills with larges at our local theater?
Yeah.
But I didn't eat enough popcorn to get another popcorn.
Oh, I would have
I
ate.
usually never get large popcorns anymore. But I wasn't.
I
sure
would have
how long
eaten
I was
the
gonna go.
fuck
We were gonna
out of
be there
it.
for like 6 hours. So I was like, we'll see what happens.
But also, I would have refilled it for home.
I can't do stale popcorn.
Oh, I can, like,
Quinn did that.
it would have
once,
been,
and then
I would be eating it right now.
Oh, yeah.
Day after, I'm good, but anything after that, it starts getting.
Quinn,
Yeah, that's the
Quinn did
pour
that
in us.
once after a movie once when I was still working at Staples, and then he forgot it was in there, and it was all over his floor in his car.
Fucking Keith last night. Out of nowhere, we just hear.
We weren't
weren't doing anything. It hadn't even started. It was the pre-show. All of a sudden, we hear a thump, and we just hear Sam go, Keith! Fucking Keith dumped his whole bucket. There are 6 people in the movie, 6 of us, and Keith dumps the entire bucket on the ground.
I thought I was gonna do that.
I was like, God damn it, Keith.
Of fucking course, it was him.
Yeah, that was
So
great.
who was all there?
So it was me, him, Ty, Lucas, Sam, and Sammy was at a baby shower thing 3 hours away. When I got home, I had to check if she was breathing. She was out.
Really?
Yeah.
If we could get because 6 was a good number too, but if we could get somewhere between 10 to 15 people, I think that would have been a lot.
Yeah,
of fun.
that would have been max though.
Yeah, 10 to 15 would have been it.
Unless they were to go sit in the front rows by themselves and have their own little group, which I would have been cool
I would
with.
have been okay with. If people came, I invited people. I was like, you don't really have to be by us. I mean, you can just come and watch it for all I give a shit.
Yeah.
So I was like, you don't have to talk to us the whole time.
Yeah.
Right.
No, if we ever were to do it again on something major, we'd probably want to have at least 12 to 15 people there.
Yeah.
That or I waste the money and put a projector in here. That we could use it over and over.
I mean,
and over.
Make sure you get one where you can replace the bulb.
That's a good point. Yeah.
For the record, I did get my money back though.
Good.
No,
I
yeah.
spent
I
it on
watched.
steering.
I went to Disc League. Obviously, got second place.
Obviously. 'Tis the season.
Second week in a row, second place.
Consistency.
Yeah.
You're about to be our first sponsored athlete.
Here we go. I'm in. I'll fucking do it. I don't even care. Just give me shit. I'll do it. If you give me like a nice, breathable disc golf
Oh, no, I
shirt.
would.
Oh, I'm
But
in.
I get to design it.
That's fine. I don't
Okay.
give a shit.
Bet.
I'll do
I
it.
kind of want to make one for
I'll be part of the Metro Machines disc golf team. That'd be
What does he
fucking
do?
sweet.
Paint us Miller Lite.
You make us all
Fuck
jerseys,
yeah.
and then we're like all under the same umbrella, but we have different team names.
Yeah.
And then I went and watched the hard loss of the Iowa Hawkeyes.
The fucking refs ruined
Ruined
all of
that
the forward
game.
momentum. All of it.
Which
And
one,
even
Iowa
some of the
Yeah.
bullshit calls on LSU, like on Iowa, that not on both teams.
Both
Bullshit
teams.
calls
It was-
on both teams.
Well, it was symmetrically shitty.
Just symmetrically terrible officiating, and really,
And,
really upset.
In the way I looked at it too, because I was trying not to be like, I don't want to be a biased Iowa fan because that always happens. People tend to blame on the refs, but that was bad to the point where it's like, okay, don't take the technical away from Caitlin Clark when she threw that ball away. Let's keep that. That's fine. Whatever.
That was
But call the technicals where they are also on the other court. Like
Yeah, the coach?
when she was like fucking touching the ref and like
and
Oh, yeah.
had to get pushed off and almost
And then
swung
she was
at
like,
her.
court,
and
fucking-
she was on the court. It was just like, I'm not saying take away fouls. I'm saying call the ones that are also on the thing.
If
not
you're going to
just
be
Iowa.
that picky, you need to call all the fouls.
Dude.
You can't leave anything out on that table. Otherwise, let them play.
Yep.
I'm fine with letting them play. It's a sport.
They were out
let
for
them get
blood.
nasty. Oh yeah.
Dude, like the game between the Gamecocks and the Hawkeyes the other day. I don't know if you guys watched that shit. Those girls were out for blood. And they had like a 6'4" guard or whatever on the Gamecocks. She was just hitting bitches.
And the thing that
It was
so the thing I ended up finding out later too is that Caitlin Clark, when she did this or whatever,
Yeah.
that was actually, she did it to one of her frenemies on the court.
Yeah.
That was like on the Gamecocks.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So like she didn't just do it to the team. She's actually friends with who she did it with.
Yeah.
It was just their enemy.
Right,
on the
just
court,
kind
so
of.
She just did it. you know?
Right, but they're friends.
But yeah, she wasn't standing there for 5 minutes.
Yeah, at the end of the game. Yeah.
So I also did see a notification earlier today when we were disc golfing. Jill Biden, the first lady, she invited LSU and Iowa to the White House.
Yeah, no shit. They got more. The game between the Gamecocks and the fucking Hawkeyes had more views on it than any NBA game this season.
Oh yeah. If you looked, I saw a picture or whatnot. For like the same seats for the game that's happening tonight
Yeah.
with the men's, $60. Women's, $554.
Because they made them play in a smaller arena and everybody fucking wanted it.
Fucking everyone wanted to see how that game was.
That
gonna
chick
go.
who did the fucking whatever and did that to Caitlin Clark, she tweeted out, she was saying it was a fucking joke that Joe Biden's inviting Iowa to the White House too. Should only be LSU because normally they only invite the champion. They don't invite
Yeah.
the runner up. So
Yeah, no.
Right, and I get that to a point, but when you have a record-breaking season like Caitlin Clark did,
Yep.
and you snap
almost
a
another-
42-game win streak over the Gamecocks,
I love saying that.
like
and she
She-
almost fucking got a third straight game, 40-point game. She was like
Played
less than
her
10
ass
points
off.
away.
I think
Justifiable.
the only reason Iowa got that far was because of Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
That was,
Hands down.
I mean, hands down. she
Yeah, and that
carried
one
the team.
guard lady. I can't say her last name.
I
'cause
don't-
A C and
yeah.
a C together. I can't
It's
pronounce
like
it.
CN some.
Her fouls were bullshit.
Eastern
Her first
European.
2 fouls, no contact.
But
anyway,
well, end of the story. Iowa took that loss with their heads up.
It was
I
hard.
was very happy with that. The way
It was
the
a
way they
hard-
took it.
I was really rooting, really just going for it.
but second place, guys, out of the whole nation.
But out of the whole
And-
nation,
And as far
Fuck
as
fucking
yeah.
stellar.
Clark's going back next year. So
yeah,
she's
she
got another
can't.
year
She
yet.
can't even go to the WNBA if she wanted to. She's
Yep.
not eligible.
So
It's fine.
we'll
She
see
can
how
make more
next year
money.
goes. As long as she can, if she could do a repeat, that'd be amazing. She single-handedly scored more points than the entire Iowa Hawkeyes football team.
Last year.
Yeah, yep. Fucking unreal.
I think
she killed it.
I think she should take this offseason, get the best fucking agent she can find in sports. Like even get on Gary V's like.
Oh, she's on everyone's radar.
Yeah.
Absolutely everyone.
Get Nike, get Under Armour, get Adidas, get every NIL deal and get in the top 10 players of NIL deals. Fucking Spalding, you name it. Anything associated with basketball, get her money. She is going to make so much money in her senior year, even if she fucking tanks, because with NIL deals, once you get them, you can literally say you don't want to play.
Yeah,
and
you
it's
can just not play.
Yeah, like some football guy did it last year. He got like
I
$1
can't
million
remember who it
guaranteed.
was,
Yeah, you
yeah.
heard it though, right? Like
Yeah, the college player.
yeah, he got like $1 million guaranteed
He
and then
got
stopped.
sued for that, didn't he? Though.
No,
they-
it's an
guaranteed.
NIL deal.
It's part of
It's
the
guaranteed money.
It's part of the deal. As long as he does all of his like ads, he doesn't have to
His
play.
ads and the thing and his name can be slapped on the product, which is fine, but he doesn't have to actually
It's
play
not
ball.
performance based.
Wouldn't Lamar
Yeah.
Jackson like that?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, but she needs to get that bag, get about $5 million next year, and then she can decide: do I want to retire now, or do I want to go to the NBA? Because the world is her fucking oyster as a 22-year-old. She could just be like,
she can
you know
do
what?
whatever she wants.
I'm just gonna run a camp. I'm gonna start a basketball camp.
She's already doing a camp this summer.
Exactly. She should do that because what, $200-300 for like high schoolers to come to a gym for 2 days. She keeps all of that. Plus, she gets pressed for the school. Why the fuck would you ever beat your body up? I wouldn't want to fucking deal with that. I just go teach them
really
basketball.
It depends what the contract is from the WNBA. Because if they're not like, if she's not like $1 million a year contract, I don't think it's worth it.
I don't know if anyone like complete ignorance. So apologize. I don't know what the contract range for the WNBA is. I know
they're not high.
I know
It's
the minimum
high.
is like $60,000.
It's
and a lot of people are on the minimum.
I should see what the highest is because I think it's only like
It's not. It's barely.
it's not a lot, and
She's gonna be a spectacle.
the whole reason that she's would go to the NBA is for the love of the game.
Yeah,
that's really.
Yeah, she's gonna make so much fucking money.
I mean, you're doing what you love. I mean, that's why NFL players do it. It's why any sport does it.
What degree she's getting? I really hope it's not a fluff degree.
It might be, but I also don't know. I mean, she's going to Iowa, so.
I mean, they have a lot of good degrees at Iowa.
They do.
Plus, she can come back and get a master's in literally anything.
Yeah.
And then she'd probably be fifth. You know what? She can actually be fifth-year eligible because of that COVID rule from the NCAA.
Oh, there you go.
She missed a year of play due to COVID her freshman
year. Yep.
So she actually can be a fifth-year senior and rake in another NIL deal.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking crazy.
So, just depends on where she wants to go and see what happens.
Again, this is the Metro Machine Sports Podcast. Thanks for tuning in. All right, I got
these fucking.
You want to sponsor me? There's a tournament this weekend.
Maybe. What do I get out of it?
These
I don't know.
fucking
Free sponsorship. I'll hand out shit. I don't know. Depends on if you want to actually like sponsor holes and all this other stuff.
I'll
You'll get
sponsor
even more
your
press.
holes, big boy.
Yeah, it's just
What? That face isn't good.
depends.
Well, like the numbers they were giving me just doesn't make any fucking sense. But the 7 players will the base super max salary of $234,000.
So that's like probably like franchise tag style.
Yeah, the highest paid WNBA player according to this website says it's Jackie Young from the Las Vegas Aces, and she made $252,000.
Can I put that something in perspective? Not bragging. I'm not far off from that.
And you don't.
I am
You
not.
don't hurt your body every day.
I do
Yeah,
when
he
I
does.
DJ. I
I was
sacrifice
gonna
my
say
body.
he does.
But and my sanity. But I don't have to do what they do to get what they get.
That
Doesn't
is
include
true.
endorsements though. So,
But no, that's just base salary from the WNBA.
yeah, it's like guaranteed plus bonuses.
Yeah,
Sort of
so
deal.
I'm sure. I mean, after everything, she probably makes at least
Yeah,
$1 million.
incentive
after
plays,
everything
stuff like that.
Yeah,
So many points.
passes more than once. Yo, that guard dribbled 3 times in all of the NCAA tournament. It
Yeah.
was fucking an incredible stat.
Oh yeah.
Pivot 1 foot shot. All right. Moving on from sports. This is an important one, guys. If you were Thanos, would you take the snap? I should have had one of you disappear.
Depends on where I am.
You should have just paid it. And you know which one.
Yeah, yeah.
Depends on where I am at the time I have it.
Why? What
It doesn't do anything to
If I'm in
you.
my house, probably not. If I'm in the grocery store, I'm fucking doing it in a heartbeat.
Grocery store anxiety. Got it.
Fuck every person who's in the grocery store with me.
He wants to shop alone. You can pay for that privilege. You know that.
You just hate it.
God, I hate fucking.
I mean, honestly, for the world and how it's going, yeah, I'd probably take the snap. It'd be.
This fucking point we might need to.
It's getting to that point where just
We get
It's-
overcrowded.
destroying the world, and yeah, I'd probably take the snap. I get it. I get why he did it. Would I like the gamble of losing my friends and like my loved
Oh, you're doing me a
ones?
favor. Please take the snap.
I don't give a
There's
fuck
a
about you.
50-50 chance I get taken.
Yeah. So like,
It's like the Left Behind series, but better.
but if it's one of those things like, is saving one person over millions?
the whole railroad track fucking
Yeah,
thing.
kind of thing of just what would you rather do? I mean, for the greater good, it would be to take the snap.
Careful, that's how Hitler got to power. For the greater good, the most dangerous phrase in history.
Make me do it.
You fucking idiot.
I
Anyway,
was waiting. I've been waiting this entire time ever since Hitler. So
I would, in fact, take the snap out of pure spite.
that's
for any
fair.
particular reason.
That doesn't even surprise me one bit. It would
Technically,
surprise
if
me
you're
way
the one
more.
who
I would
does
do
the
actually.
snap-
I would do this. See if I can't get 2 in a row.
Technically, if you're the one who does the snap, is there a chance it could be you?
Yeah.
Still too.
I think so.
Yeah,
Like,
so-
could Thanos have been one of them too?
Yeah.
I honestly, I do think
and
he
I think
could
he was
have.
at peace with that decision when he did it.
I don't know if Stan Lee made that clause of like
Thanos got to live.
Thanos got to live, or the fact that the wielder gets to live. But I mean, technically, Tony Stark did die, but he died from the power overdose
Right.
of the actual
the thing
snap.
killed him, not
Yeah.
he just
Kind of like how they were able to murder Thanos in a hut. What an anticlimactic end to a guy who ended the
what a
universe.
start to a second movie after everything. That
Just
happened.
fucking
The whole build.
Oh, there he is! Wham!
Done. Are you fucking?
We
like-
have 2 hours left.
I thought that was a little crazy.
Little fucking.
Yeah, just all that build up, the snap, and then they just find out that they can't fix it, and just fucking kill him. Like,
Yeah.
right within the
Just-
first like 20 minutes.
Just to go back
But
in
the
time to
Nancy
battle
made
it
up
again.
for it.
Yeah.
Nancy made up for it.
Oh
Yeah.
fuck yeah!
I don't know if you did I watch it with you?
I think
Just to
I
find
think I
out
was the
Harry
second
Styles is
person you watched it,
Thanos'
yes.
brother.
Because when I watched it, my theater fucking applauded when Captain America got
Mjolnir.
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 Mjolnir. Mjolnir. Cat Eddings.
What's the name of the
Stacked.
axe?
Oh, Starbreaker. No.
Stormbreaker.
Stormbreaker.
Stormbreaker. Yep.
Something breaker. Braun breaker. We went through everything with Endgame just to figure out that Harry Styles is Thanos' brother in Eternals.
That was a plot twist. I wasn't ready for that one.
Yeah.
I guess I haven't seen Eternals, so
You
Don't
and
get me
most of
wrong,
America.
I tried once, and it's very hard to get.
It's
Is it actually?
It's a one-off movie, and
I was gonna say actually after Endgame, I didn't really pick anything up, and until
No Way Home.
Doctor Strange.
Oh,
And No Way Home.
Watch the
Yeah.
movie?
I would.
Need to watch
I don't want to give into like the cash grab that is the miniseries thing, but like Loki set up the entire new phase.
Yes.
And that's what I've heard and everything, but it just
But now they got to find
honestly, I really haven't picked up Disney Plus except for Star Wars shit.
Now they got to find a new
New-
villain because
new Kang.
the guy that they have in there right now is
Sexually assaulted somebody.
was it sexual? I thought it was just
Oh.
assault.
Allegedly, we got to say it.
Allegedly.
Sexually assaulted somebody.
Nice.
But like the whole future of the whole of Marvel is based on
Him.
Because he's
and
Kang.
now
yeah, because of the multiverse. He's every villain for like the next 5 movies and miniseries.
Basically the next phase.
because he's the villain in the new Ant-Man.
Yes.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
first time you actually
an-
see
an
him, he's
iteration.
in Loki.
Yeah.
Okay.
An iteration of him is the version, and then a different iteration is the villain in the next
In
one.
a different one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think there's only 2 Kangs left.
Because they're just multiversing the fuck out
Well,
of
the one
this.
at the end of Loki actually went back and killed all of the Kangs except for one.
Oh,
And that
okay.
was the Kang who started the TVA and blah, blah, blah,
Oh,
blah,
let me
blah.
just ruin Loki for you.
That's fine. I don't care.
And I rooted for all you. Good.
I mean, yeah, spoilers for everyone else. Go back in time.
Well, I'm going to bring up one drama thing, and then I'm going to bring up taxes, because
Taxation is theft.
it's
Anywho.
theft.
Theft is taxation.
You guys know Barstools, the media conglomerate.
Yes.
Taxation is
Yeah.
theft.
Yep.
Media conglomerate. They've pivoted from mostly sports to doing like B grade podcasts, but like a lot of them as a cash grab.
Yep.
One of the members of the high staff put a video on their main Instagram account, just ripping to shit. They're like hottest pod, Mean Girls pod or whatever. It's just the 2 girls that talk about sex shit and bash men basically the whole time.
Right.
Went on her main account, bashed them, like the main Barstool account, just did one of those real overlay videos bashing them because they're not stupid women, but I just can't fucking support these ladies. I literally sit 3 feet from them. Like,
is it the woman who said that? A woman who bashed
said it.
them.
Yeah, Kelly or something.
I've seen
You saw that?
I saw a clip of it.
She went off. And like, she didn't tell anybody she was doing it. Like, she literally sits from me to Wanda away from one of the hosts of the podcast in the creator pool over there. And then
go watch that after this.
Go on Barstool. You'll have 2 clips. You'll have the one where she's bashing them, and then the other clip where one of the co-hosts from the Mean Pod like reacts, because like the main host, she just couldn't fucking do it because she was so angry. Like,
oh yeah, and she was like pretty clear about how she likes the 2 girls who do it.
Yeah,
but the shit that they say, she's not.
They have to act
of.
so fucking stupid. Which I was like, that's us.
I mean, we act dumb.
We are your break from reality. We're not to bring the heavy. We are the stupids.
We are
That's
the
what we
stupid
do.
hitters.
We are the stupid hitters. Shout out heavy hitters. We are the stupids to bring you joy. So you don't have to think. You don't have to think when listening to us.
You guys
just
don't bring me
rejoice.
joy all the time.
What?
You don't
That's
bring me
fine.
joy all the time.
Good. That's the point.
That's the point.
Anyway, that is interoffice petty to a level I will never want to get to. That was like pure animosity. She let that cannon go to millions of people instead of just like,
Oh yeah.
hey, I really hate your content.
Yeah, right. Or
Could've
bringing
just
it
tweeted
up
it.
to the board or something like there's something wrong with this podcast.
The thing is,
No, just straight out says it.
Dave
the
sold
nuts.
Barstool.
Did he really?
He does not own Barstool anymore.
He's still part of it though.
He's some admin role, and he's a content creator through the BFFs podcast, and then all the and the sports bet shit.
Yeah, sports betting.
But he's now no longer the owner. He fucking wrote himself a check and left,
Nice.
like a smart man should.
Yep.
Build a
Get
company,
out when it's
sell
hot.
it. Yeah.
Get out when it's hot, make a buttload of money,
Yep.
and then just sit back and be
Who
a
has
little
it
bit
now?
part of it of what you want to be.
Some big entertainment company bought it. Or MGM, I think, had something.
MGM, really?
Something with the sports
mean, I
bets
can see
they
it.
drifted over.
MGM did branch into sports betting, so I could see it.
I think it's some big thing like that. Kind of like how the parent company of the USC bought WWE
Yeah.
over the weekend.
I did not expect that one.
I did not expect it to happen leak during WrestleMania weekend. It's kind of dumb.
Yeah, I would have kept that
My guess
under
it probably
lock.
wasn't supposed to get leaked. I'm assuming that was supposed to stay secret until today.
Yeah.
Well, I
Have
mean,
you
it's
seen
a leak, so.
Vince McMahon's horrible mustache
Have you seen Vince McMahon's love for big sweaty men?
and big-breasted blonde
But I mean,
ladies.
I'm not against it. If there was anybody that I think I would have been okay with it, that was a good one. I think.
Better than Disney.
Now I'm not a fan of it,
Better than Saudis.
but it makes me feel a little better.
Don't come
about it
after
knowing-
me. Like, don't kill me. I have nothing against you. I just don't want you owning my entertainment. Anyway.
It makes me feel a little better about it knowing that the owner of Endeavor, Ari Emanuel, whatever,
Yeah.
wanted to keep Vince. So Vince isn't in it because he forced himself in now. He is staying in because the owner of Endeavor wanted him to stay.
You daddy.
I'm not a fan of it, but again, he was the majority owner. Like,
I mean, yeah.
He's still going to own all the stock. He's still cashed out on this shit.
but
Ooh,
for the
yeah.
record, on Raw here too, that's where I was zoning out. Triple H did come out and he's like, he didn't acknowledge the sale, but he was like, he came out thanking all of this, the staff, the cameraman, everything, and he said, "We're not fucking going anywhere."
That's good. I'll believe it when I see it. For now.
But I mean, what would happen? I mean, it's just as far Ari did. They did an interview today on it too, like
With
Ari
Ari,
and Vince did
yeah.
too. And Ari said he's like, "I will have no control of creative. That is completely theirs. I'm just the owner of it."
He just wanted to own the asset. Mood.
Yeah, they're a $22 billion company together now.
Think about that. Billion with a B. You know
Burn
who you
it to
should
the
eat?
ground.
Those two. What?
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 So Vince
Be
McMahon
like
is
the
now
Parisians.
like $9 billion richer now.
No, like that limp dick guy needs it.
Maybe he could pay AWE back for the billions he spent in blowjobs and sex.
Yeah. You know, the thing our former president's getting in?
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Hush money's a beautiful thing when you're not a former president.
Tony Storm, baby.
Stormy Daniels.
Oh, Stormy Daniels.
Tony Storm's someone who probably
Allegedly.
No. That actually happened. That one's
okay.
confirmed by court documents. Tony Storm probably got sexually harassed by Vince. Think about it.
Well, to break the bad news to you, these charges ain't gonna stop him running. He could still run.
I know he can still run when he's convicted. He can still go to jail.
Right.
When he's convicted.
But I read some of the shit on that too.
You got to be fully impeached
That's what a
and
rich
all that.
person jail, though. It's not
But
jail.
according to that,
So
even
like
if
St.
he
Quentin.
serves jail time, he would still be able to run.
Yeah, I know. He can still be president
Yeah.
in jail. The American dream, ladies and gentlemen. You know he's going to get house arrest. You know where he's going to get his fucking house arrest? Fucking Mar-a-Lago. Fucking... That's going to be so bad. Guys, I swear. My bounds are the golf course and the clubhouse and my mansion.
I just want to picture
and the driving track for my gold-plated golf cart. But I can only take the helicopter up about 500 feet, and then I got to come back down.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
horrible.
I just want
It's
to picture
terrible.
Donald Trump with the ankle brace. I just want to see it.
I want to see his mugshot. That's going to be my new Twitter
It'd
picture.
be the duck. It'd be the duck lips again. I guarantee you.
All right. Last thing to end the podcast, because we're all adults here, and we're going to bring the heavy for just a second. Why the fuck, as a nation who gets taxed, do we have to pay so much just to pay taxes? Think about it.
Are you talking the base tax rate before people start getting their money back, or
the actual cost of processing your taxes? You, I assume, did free file.
TurboTax? You're fucking right, baby.
Because you're like, I would say, 65% of America, where you get a W-2, you have the standard, like you can check the little boxes on their graphic user interface, you get your deposit, away you go.
Walk away. Very easy, very simple. Takes me about
I can get an account
10 minutes.
on or something like that, but I would really like to know, why does that cost so much?
It can't. I
went from paying like $225 last year to now I didn't go to them this year because it was too expensive, but they went from $225 to $475
That's
in
unreal.
1 year.
Yeah.
That's unreal.
I paid my bill this year because I finally got it for my corporate. I had to wait for it. Between the two, I paid $1,200 to have my taxes processed.
That's
Well, now you
fucking
see
dumb.
why some people can't even fucking get their taxes.
Well, yeah, and
done, 'cause
that's
they
why
can't afford that.
they just don't do it.
But I'm frustrated that I had to spend so much fucking money. Before I woke up today, I spent $7,000. Before I woke up today. And I'm a little salty about that.
I would be too. I mean, that makes sense.
I'm so fucking
I did mine
angry.
for Wheezies.
Yeah, he did his for
I need
freezies.
$300.
Wheezies.
I need a new disc golf cart.
You're dumb.
I was supposed to get the ace pot and I didn't get it.
I was destined.
It's still at like $300.
Yeah, I know, but
Oh man, it's not 400.
All right.
Look at that thing.
Now we've drifted.
they just
We're all tired now.
they just choke slam Bad Bunny to the announce table.
Good.
Good.
Puerto
Do
Rico.
Do it a couple more times.
That's what the rich people are doing to Puerto Rico right now, slamming them through the announce table. Yeah. All right.
I bet you do that too.
Oh, by the way, I do have permission to buy a full-size 36-inch gong and to mount it to the wall.
Good. And you should, and I need it done like yesterday.
So my neighbors can know every time,
Yes.
the 4 times a year.
Yes.
Nice.
I'm waiting for Quinn to get back before we upgrade from our
The bigger
table gongs
Do you
to
know
our
how,
big
you know how
gongs.
much those fucking things are?
Is it worth it?
Hundreds.
You could steal them in high
Worth
school.
it. Let me just break into the high school.
They have to sell everything out of the elementary school, including the stuff in the music room.
Probably could pick one up for cheap
Probably
there.
get a big old
Bet you get it for
gong,
$100.
but I can get it for free $99.
Just like getting me a new chair. Break.
We got spares. Does anybody have a track of the day? If not, I'm choosing the sad lesbian track of the day. I am motating us. It was so good. I played it as my warm-up song because, like, the wedding I did, I have this thing now. So event centers are long rooms, kind of wide, but have really tall ceilings. So DJs get put in a corner. So if you want sound to go from here to here, you have to turn up so loud that people sitting here are deaf and people over here still don't hear shit. So what I've started to do is put my shit another delay tower, and then another delay tower. So it's basically one whole wall is audio,
Oh,
so
yeah.
everyone can hear everything, right?
Yep.
And it's not like offensively loud. It's just like when I talk, my voice is everywhere equally.
Right.
Um,
Makes sense.
Fuck, I forgot where I was going with this.
Can't tell you. We were
brain
talking
is
about
so-
track of the day and your sad lesbian.
Oh
thing.
yeah, so sad lesbian thing. So I was using it as my warm up song because it has no bass to it because that room is very rumbly. So I played it really loud and really nice, and it was just me and the temporary bank manager. And she came up, like, "Who sang that?" I'm like, "Chelsea Cutler."
God
She's like,
damn it.
"That was a beautiful song." I'm like, "It is so sad," but you're right. It is a good song.
I could do sound track or Bubba's penis track.
You do Bubba's penis track. I'll do track of the day.
There you go.
Okay.
All right, today's track of the day. If you're feeling like having one of the worst wedding songs ever, because it's going to be a wedding song this year. I'm calling
For
it.
fuck's
It's
sake.
called "Stay Anything" by Chelsea Cutler. Sad lesbian track of the day. Wanda.
WrestleMania track of the WrestleMania track weekend. Second song of the weekend.
That's the
That's
Dick
it.
Big Smooth Brain Energy Moment of the Day.
WrestleMania soundtrack of the weekend.
Nailed it.
Would be "Make a Man Out of You."
Oh, by Mulan.
The Bubba penis track of the day is "We Got the Moves" by Electric Cowboy. Cowboy. We got the moves. We got the moves. I'll play it later.
That's got to
Okay,
be a
sure.
TikTok thing.
That's
No,
fun,
it's
folks.
not.
Eric's got to urinate.
It's not. It's electric rock. It's fucking amazing.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Metro Cities Podcast. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate
Later,
you.
bitches.
We will catch you down the road. Have a fun, safe rest of your day. Eric, I want to see if we can hear Eric peeing. The walls are very thin.
I haven't said it yet, but I have a small penis.
I have a small penis.
All right. We're gonna leave. Bye. Have fun. We'll see you down the road.